What is up, you Venomous Few? My name is Venomous Lord, and welcome back to more Venomous Toxic content, where we talk about Behind the Boss Monster, where we talk about some of Yu-Gi-Oh's best boss monsters that may or may not see play anymore. Now, this video will be about some kind of monster that I saw that was kind of a change-up in the archetype. It is a machine type. And you know, with machines, you think Ancient Gears, Earth machines that are just OTK masters. And then you think about Cyber Dragons, which are a very control-y, light machine deck that can hurt you if you don't build up your defense the right way. And Cyber Dragons are monsters. But this machine archetype, it's not the best archetype. It appeared in the anime, and I thought it was really cool. And I ended up getting 3 of this from Coda the Duelist, and this was a while back though. But this machine is devastating if you know how to play him right. Before Firewall went to 1, and while we still had Level Eater and a bunch of banned cards, Max C and all that, this guy was pretty prominent, especially in Japan. So without further ado, we're going to talk about Cracking Dragon. Now, before you leave and just get off the video altogether, Cracking Dragon's not bad. I promise. He's one of the pioneers of Dark Machines. He's a level 8 Dark Machine type with 3,000 attack, 0 defense. So he's a tiny Blue Eyes, and his effect states that he can't be destroyed by battle with a monster with equal or lower level than him. So like, even Blue Eyes can't bust him. Also, when your opponent would normal or special summon exactly 1 monster, and this doesn't happen just once, it happens throughout the entire turn, both players' turns. If your opponent puts out 1 monster at a time, which isn't common, but it can happen, then that monster would lose 200 attack times its level. So if it was like a level 8, it would lose 1,600 attack. And then for however much attack that monster lost, this card deals damage to your opponent equal to that amount of attack. Now, this monster right here is supremely great in combat because he's almost indestructible. I mean, he can get Raigeki'd. That's obvious. But trying to run him over in battle, unless you meet like an Ancient Gear matchup or a Chaos Max matchup, you're gonna have a bad time. But otherwise, if you run into Cybers, if you run into Predaplant, if you run into Counter Fairy, if you run into Layer of Darkness, which can deal with this card, but if you run into just about any archetype, this monster is a royal pain in the ass to deal with. Especially since he's a machine, you can use your one-ofs, like, for example, Limiter removal. You can double his attack, make him a 6,000 beater, and he's just really great. So trying to deal with him is just hard. That's the thing about it, is he's not a very offensive dragon. He's a very control-based dragon. If you build cards around him, prevent him from being destroyed, maybe put some negates on the field, you're going to burn out your opponent slowly, and then they're going to have a way hard time dealing with him. So, Cracking Dragon is just, he's good. He's really good. And especially if you put him in a finisher deck with like a Ring of Destruction, and you just tribute him off after you've done massive more portions of damage, you almost put your opponent in a KO position. It's just great. He can be, put into a deck like Trickstars or Chain Burn, which sounds incredibly stupid coming out of my mouth, but he can be put in those decks. Mark my words, he can. But Cracking Dragon is just overall great. I can't really put too much detail into it because I haven't played with him a lot, but he does have his own archetype. He has an equipped spell, Air Cracking Storm. He has a trap card, Pulse Mines. He has 2 monsters with, what are their names? Jack Wyvern and Hackworm, which are supposed to be plays on computer hackers, hence the name Cracking and Jack and Hack. But they're dark machines. They're dark monsters, easily targetable. You can play with like a Allure of Darkness if you needed to banish. And they're machine types, so they work with just about any machine fusions or machine support, which really kind of takes away from the deck because Cracking Dragon is supposed to be his own thing and have his own support, but he just doesn't have enough, so it's basically Cracking Dragon with half the deck full of one-ofs or generic support, which makes him an unhealthy deck to play. But I do have a lot of respect for Konami for making cards like this, just to kind of innovate, and not exactly bad. But that's all I have on him. I want to thank you guys once again for tuning in and being part of my lovely Toxic content. And I want you guys to just smash, crumble, and crush that like button if you like this video. And don't forget to comment on this monster or your favorite monster or whatever you want to comment on. I don't care. Just let me hear what you want to say. And don't forget to subscribe and click the little notification bell right next to the subscribe button so you'll be completely updated on all of my content. We still have 12 videos to go today. And I am extremely excited about it because I get to make up my time to you since you invest in me so much already. So once again, guys, I just want to thank you so much, and I hope you have another wonderful and venomous day.